Welcome to Small Victories Yoga. I'm Melissa. In today's session, we're going to be doing a power yoga flow, working our way into frog pose. So a frog flow, if you will. You won't need any props, and as always, you do what feels good, skip what doesn't work, and just try to have some fun. So we're going to begin in a wide-kneed child's pose. Bring your knees as wide as you can, toes touch, sitting back on your heels, bringing your forearms onto the mat in front of you. We're going to begin with a little shoulder stretch as well as a hip stretch. So bring that right arm underneath your torso and rest your right cheek and your right shoulder on the mat. You can close your eyes here. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. And start to lengthen and deepen your breathing in and out of your nose. If you're interested in an affirmation for this session, my suggestion is, I flow through life with grace and ease. I flow through life with grace and ease. And then when you're ready, slowly come on up and we'll just switch sides. So left arm comes underneath your torso, left shoulder and cheek to the mat. And then slowly come on up to long arms. And then this time, we're going to sit back. So walk your hands back towards your knees and bring your thighs together to touch. Sit on the tops of your feet. Reach your hands behind you, leaning back. Start to lift the knees and the shins up off of the mat. So you'll start to feel a really nice stretch through the ankles and through the tops of the feet. Just a few calm breaths here. And then slowly start to roll down and reach forward. Just find your way into a downward facing dog. You could do whatever feels good in your downward facing dog, walking your dog if that feels okay. Or you could simply press your heels down towards the mat and lift your tailbone to the sky. And then walk your hands slowly back towards your feet. So you're standing at the edge of your mat, and you can bend your knees here and come into a ragdoll, opposite hand, opposite elbow, dropping your head, shake it out. You could shake your tail. You could sway side to side. Allowing this practice to just be a free flow. No rules, no requirements. Just move organically in a way that feels good in your body. And then bring your hands to the mat. Turn your toes to point out slightly and squat down into a Buddha squat. So take your time here. There's no rush, allowing your body to settle in at its own pace. If your heels don't quite touch the mat, you can widen your feet a little bit. You could even roll up the back edge of your mat and place your heels on the rolled up section of your mat. Take just one more inhale. And on the exhale, bring your hands to the mat, fold forward, straightening your legs. Bring your feet parallel so toes point straight ahead. And just gently, slowly start to roll up. When you reach the top, bring your arms out and up. Opposite hand grabs opposite elbow. Grow really tall here as you root down into your feet. And then start to bend over to the right. You could even turn your gaze underneath your right arm if you'd like. Lengthen your legs and both sides of your torso. Go a little deeper to the right. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center, lengthening it out, and then go over to the left. Lengthening the legs, lengthening both sides of the torso, maybe gazing underneath the left arm. Take just one more inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center, release your hands, interlace your fingers behind your back. Start to lift your gaze and your heart up to the sky, reaching your knuckles to your heels. Open up, bend way back, take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, you slowly start to rise up, bending the knees forward fold all the way down. You can keep a bend in your knees or straighten your legs. You could bring your arms over your head. And then release your hands to the mat and walk your way into a downward facing dog. Take a moment, walk your dog, pedal out your heels. And then lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, peeling the hip open, reaching the kneecap to the sky. You could circle the ankle and spread the toes. And then take that right knee and start to make great big circles with it. A couple times one direction. And then a few times in the opposite direction. And then pull the knee in tight to your chest. Step the foot between your hands. Flattening your back foot, rise up, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Circle the arm in front of your body, straightening that front leg, come into triangle. Circle the arm around, coming into a straddle, fingers to the mat, toes point to the long edge of your mat, feet are parallel. Fold forward. Can give your head a little shake, give your tail a little shake. And then if it feels good, you bring your nose to a knee, just gently stretching out. You could switch sides. Coming back to center. Turn your toes, your left toes to face the left side of your mat, walking your hands to that side of the mat. Kick the left leg back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, peel the hip open, kneecap to the sky, circling the ankle if it feels okay. And then once again, great big circles with that left knee, one direction. Couple times, and then reverse the direction. And then pull that knee in tight to your chest. Step the foot between your hands, flattening your back foot. Rise up, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle, nice and smooth flow here. Circle the arm in front of your body, straightening that leg, triangle. Circle the arm again around, coming back into that straddle. Feet are parallel, toes point straight ahead, fold it forward. And this time, if you want to grab your ankles or your heels, you can. Calm breathing here. And then bring your hands to the center of the mat. And from here, we'll come into goddess pose. So turn your toes out and your heels in. Knees and ankles are in one line as you drop down as low as you can. Gentle tuck through the pelvis, sinking the hips low. You're going to bring the right forearm to the right thigh and reach the left arm up and over. And we'll alternate. Left forearm, left thigh, reach up and over. A couple more times. Nice and smooth. Remembering your affirmation. I flow through life with grace and ease. A few more. Keep sinking the hips. Let's do one more round. And then bring your hands to your hips, straighten your legs, step to the front edge of your mat. Sweep your arms up overhead, opposite hand grabs opposite elbow, grow tall, and then take it over to the right side, back to center, over to the left side, back to center. Release your hands, interlace your fingers behind your back, knuckles to the heel, heart to the sky. Deep inhale, exhale, slowly bend your knees and fold forward. Arms over your head. Deep inhale. Exhale, release, halfway lift. Heel toe your feet apart, as wide, almost as wide as the mat. Heels in, toes out. Squat down into that Buddha squat again, bringing your hands to your heart, allowing the elbows to gently nudge open the knees. Calm breathing here. Bring your hands to the mat and step back into a high push-up. Pause for a moment in your high push-up. Shoulders and wrists are in one line. And then bring your feet together to touch. Bringing your big toes together to touch. Leave a little space in between your heels. And then squat low, bringing your glutes towards your heels. You can walk your hands a little closer. So we come into this frog squat and then propel your body forward, high push-up. So this is our flow. You ready? Here we go. 1, nice and smooth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. Yes, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Frog squat, but this time drop your knees to the mat. Bring your toes together to touch, sitting back on your heels. And just like we did in the beginning of class, pull that right arm underneath your torso. Rest your shoulder and your cheek to the mat. Close your eyes, take a deep inhale and a sigh. And when you're ready, slowly switch sides, left arm under, left shoulder and cheek to the mat. Make sure you're breathing mindfully. Every time you catch your mind starting to wander, come back to that affirmation. I flow through life with grace and ease. And then come back up. just like we did earlier, you're gonna walk back, come to a seat, bringing your thighs together to touch. Sitting on the tops of your feet, reach your arms behind you. Lifting the knees and the shins up, stretching out through the ankles and the tops of the feet. And then slowly come on back. Walk yourself forward, coming into a downward facing dog. Take a moment, walk your dog if that feels good, or press the heels to the mat, tail to the sky. When you're ready, lift the right leg, three-legged dog, pull the knee into your chest. Step the foot between your hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot and rise up into a high lunge. Circle your arms out and up. Bring your hands together to touch overhead. And then pull it down into your heart center. And then we're going to fold forward, hands to the mat. Step the right foot back, high push up. And we'll step the left foot forward. High lunge, rise up, sweeping the arms out and up, hands touch overhead. Pull it down into your heart. Fold forward, hands to the mat, step it back. So we're going to do this a few more times. Right foot steps forward, rising up, hands sweep up, touch overhead. Pull it into your heart center. Come forward, hands to the mat, step it back, high push up. Left foot steps, rise up, hands touch overhead, pull it into your heart, hands to the mat, step it back. Couple more, right foot steps, stand, reach the arms out and up, hands touch down into your heart, hands to the mat, step it back, high plank, left foot steps, sweep the arms out and up, hands touch, pull it down into your heart, come forward, high plank, step it back. This is our last one. Step the right foot forward, drop the left knee to the mat, sweep the arms out and up, hands touch overhead, pull it into your heart. Take an inhale and a sigh. Bring your right hand to your right knee, bend your back knee, reach back, find your foot. Right? And if you can't find the foot, no big deal. You just reach for it. Otherwise, you're gently pulling the heel into the glute, extending the right arm out, the thumb and the first finger touch. Your gaze, your drishti is set to your right hand. Your breath is calm and free here. Take just one more inhale, and as you exhale, release everything down to the mat. Lift that left knee up, step back, high plank, and we'll step the left foot forward, drop the knee to the mat, rise up, hands touch overhead, pull it into your heart, take an inhale and a sigh. Left hand to the knee, right arm reaches back for that foot. Either you grab it or you don't. Gracefully pulling the heel in towards the glute, extending the left arm out, thumb and first finger touch. Gaze set to that left hand. Calm breathing here. Maybe you return to that affirmation. I flow through life with grace and ease. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Straighten that right leg. And then you're going to step the right leg forward next to the right. Widen your feet. Squat down into a Buddha squat. Once again, hands to your heart. Chest is lifted. Calm breathing. And then bring your hands to the mat, straighten your legs. Feet come parallel, toes point straight ahead, and then very slowly just start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Take your time. When you reach the top, roll your shoulders down your back, stand tall. Find a spot in front of you to rest your gaze. Pick your shoulders up and roll them down your back. And from here, we're going to come into a tree pose. So take that right foot and place it anywhere along the inside of the left leg. You could work on a kickstand if you'd like and allow the heel just to lean against the ankle. Or you can pick that foot up and place it anywhere, again, inside of the left thigh. You can bring your hands to your heart. Your eyes are soft. Your gaze is super focused. Stay just like this, or if you'd like to flow your arms a little bit, you can, reaching out and up, hands touch overhead. Pull it down into your heart center. That's 1, 2, 3, allowing yourself to flow with grace and ease. 2 more. Last one. Release that foot. Recenter yourself. Drishti is set. You can start with a kickstand here on the left, or you bring that foot anywhere that feels good in your body on the left, inside the left leg. Hands to your heart, standing tall, shoulders are soft. Only if it feels okay, you go ahead and flow your arms. Couple more. Two more. That's it. Release out of it. Excellent job. Sweep your arms out and up, hands touch. Bend back, lift your heart. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Swan dive all the way down, nose to your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back into a high push-up and pause. Shoulders and wrists are in one line. Press your heels back. And from here, we're going to do one more little flow. Bring your right knee to your left elbow and then step it back. Left knee to the right elbow, step it back. So we're going to alternate for 20. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Drop your knees, slowly roll forward onto your belly. Bring your hands next to your shoulders, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Lift the thighs up off the mat. Roll the shoulders down the back. Press the elbows towards each other. Calm breathing. And then release the thighs and the hands to the mat. Slowly lift your heart, roll out. And then press back, child's pose. And then cross your ankles and come to a seat in the center of your mat. With your knees bent, slowly roll down onto your back. If there's something in your hair, you can pull it out so you can get comfortable. And from here, we're going to come right into a bridge pose. So you can measure it off. Longest finger touches the backs of the heels. Pressing down into your feet, lift your hips up. Rolling up as high as you can. And then bring your arms over your head. And as you lower the hips, you're going to bring the arms back to your sides. So this is our flow. A couple times, reach up, lift up. And as you exhale, you bring the hips down, arms to your side. Let's keep going. 3, 4. We're doing everything with grace and ease. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Excellent job. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together, knees open wide, one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. Remembering your affirmation. I flow through life with grace and ease. If you'd like, you could gently bounce your knees up and down, only if it feels good. If that doesn't feel good, then you just skip it. And then pause. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up as high as you can and bring your hands together to touch, reaching towards your toes. Squeeze your feet together. And from here, we're going to do little pulses. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. Yes, you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold up. Squeeze your feet together. See if you can lift them up a few inches off the mat. Pulsing again. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. Hug your knees into your chest. You could rock side to side, make little circles, one direction and then the other. And then from here, we're going to rock and roll a couple times. Massage out your spine. And then build up enough momentum to come on up to your hands and your feet and step back. Downward facing dog. And then from here, drop to your knees. Bring your knees as wide as you can, coming back into a wide-kneed child's pose. Toes touch. Come on down to your forearms. And then from here, we're going to gently come into frog pose. So start to turn your toes to point out. Look back and make sure your knees and your ankles are in one line. Same thing, opposite side. Knees and ankles are in one line. On your forearms, just gently start to rock your hips forward and back. Make sure you're breathing nice and calmly here, as I know this can be super intense. And as you begin to open up, maybe your knees can come a little bit wider. And then start to press your hips back until you find that spot, right on your edge. You can really feel it working. You can feel your body opening up, but you can still breathe. Remembering your affirmation, I flow through life with grace and If you'd like to add that shoulder stretch, you could once again reach the right arm underneath your torso and rest your shoulder and your cheek to the mat. Right, if this is just a little too much, you come back up to your forearms. If not, you stay. And if you do have that right arm laced underneath your torso, gently come back and just switch sides, reaching the left arm under, resting the shoulder and the cheek to the mat. Again, if that is not for you, you feel free to skip it. See if you can slow and deepen your breath even more. Just a few more seconds here. If you want to stay here because it's really working for you, please feel free to stay. If you are so ready to come out, you're going to have to be very gentle here, moving slowly. Bring your toes together to touch. Come on up to long arms and just gracefully bring your knees together. Sitting down in the center of your mat, again, moving super slow. Bringing your legs long in front of you. You could bounce them up and down if you'd like. And then reach up. Reach your arms up overhead, get really long, and then slowly fold forward, grabbing your feet or whatever you can reach. Maybe you scooch your hips back a little bit, looking at your toes. See if you could reach your forehead toward your toes. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, just soften, allow your belly and your chest, your chin and your forehead to just melt into your legs. And then slowly release your feet, come on up. Bring your arms behind you. Fingers point towards your toes. And your toes are touching and are pointed. And lift your hips up off the mat as high as you can, pressing the soles of your feet down towards the mat. If it's okay on your neck, you could drop your head, lifting up as high as you can, calm breathing here. Take one more deep inhale, lift up. And as you exhale, slowly return the hips to the mat. Sit on your fingertips. Roll back onto your elbows. So we'll do fish pose. And as you drop your head, close your eyes, and we'll do a lion's breath. So you inhale through your nose, and as you exhale, you stick out your tongue and roar. Again. Last one. Excellent job. Release your elbows. Lay flat down on your back. Make goalpost or cactus arms here, and then bend your knees, planting your feet on the mat. Widen your feet so the outside edges of your feet line up with the outside edges of the mat. And then allow your knees to just windshield wiper side to side. This should feel really nice on your low back. And the next time your knees come to the right, pause and allow them to land. If it feels okay in your body, pick up your right foot, place it on top of the left knee. You could turn your gaze to the left, closing your eyes, reconnecting to your deep nose breathing, your mindful breathing. Perhaps you reconnect with your affirmation. I flow through life with grace and ease. If your foot is on the knee, gently remove it. Come back to center, and once again, we'll allow the knees to drift side to side at a nice, easy pace here. And then allow the knees to come to the left and land. You could place the left foot on the right knee. You could turn your gaze to the right. Close your eyes, take an inhale and a sigh. Always returning to that mindful breath. And if you have the foot on the knee, gently remove it and come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a moment of gratitude. So just for one moment, be truly grateful for this beautiful, capable, strong human body that you have. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, find Shavasana. So take your time, there's no rush. And when you find that sweet spot, close your eyes. Take a deep inhale and a long, slow sigh. Returning to that normal everyday breathing. Allowing your body to grow heavy on the mat. Start to bring your awareness to your toes, the balls of your feet, your arches and your heels, and all those tiny bones in your feet, and feel them relax. Your ankles relax. Your shins and your calves melt into the mat. Your knees are relaxed. Your thighs and your thigh bones melt. Feel your hips, glutes, pelvis, all of your internal organs sink. Feel your entire spinal column slowly, one vertebrae at a time, melt into the mat. Your shoulders and your angel bones relax. Your ribs and your lungs relax. Your heart quietly beats in your chest. All of the muscles in your torso melt. Biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, all 10 fingers, those tiny bones in your hands, even your fingernails relax. Your neck is relaxed. Your chin, jaw, teeth, tongue, lips relax. Ears, cheeks, and nose relax. Eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, eyebrows relax. Forehead, scalp, and brain. Your entire body is relaxed. Remember water and flow through life with grace and ease. Water does not resist. Water flows. When you plunge your hand into it, all you feel is a caress. Water is not a solid wall. It will not stop you. But water always goes where it wants to go, and nothing in the end can stand against it. Water is patient. Dripping water wears away a stone. Remember that. Remember that you are half water. If you can't go through an obstacle, go around it. Water does. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Namaste. Please allow yourself another few minutes here in Shavasana.